hello, everybody. How we doing? Oh god, the chat's all messed up again. I'm out of breath, Jesus Christ. Right, let's get this camera sorted. First, how we doing, people? How's everyone going today? Hopefully all good. Hopefully happy days, everyone. Everyone back to work today, is it? Or next week? So, yeah, we're back. We're live. We're live on a Monday night at West Brom. We done our preview show yesterday for this game. Obviously, didn't really need to change anything because we just played them anyway. But yeah, we're live tonight, West Brom v QPR at the Hawthorns for match day 24, 23, 24, one of them. Let me just double check, make sure, guys. I don't want to sound like an idiot. It is round. If it tells me, it's not going to tell me, is it? Round 24, I think it is. Yeah, 24. Round 24. So yeah, we got big game today. Big game. I'm not gonna lie, one of these chats are messed up, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that for now. So yeah, big game today, or tonight I should say. Looking at the team, in fact, you know what, let's not worry about the team, let's focus on you guys. Javier, welcome into the chat. Good to see you as always. Anyone else waiting here, he says. I'm guessing that was from earlier. We got West 12 Lofters in the chat. Good shouts to you. How you doing, lad? I'm doing good, man. Hopefully you're alright. Harvey is obviously chatting away to West 12 and everyone. Reese, welcome in. Hopefully you're okay. Who else we got in the chat? Anyone else in the chat? Nick, how are you doing, Nick? Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you had a good day. We've got Simon. Well done. Listen, Simon, how are you? Good to see you. AB, right, really like this lineup. Well, we're going to talk about it in a minute before the match starts. Right, what else we got here? What we got here to say? Well, I'm good, everyone. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I know, obviously, some of you have. Just letting you know, I'm good. If I'm, mate, I'll be honest. Is no, Harvey. No. I'm not gonna allow it. Still. I think I've banned the name anyway. So yeah. But yeah. I don't. You know, like. Yeah. I'm not saying anything. So yeah. AB says he really likes the lineup. We're gonna want to win this to stay top 10 ideally. Westhoff says. Don't like the defense, but glad he's playing 5 in the middle and 1 up front. I saw that, Nick, as well. Yeah, I'm always here. I'm probably the only 11-year-old here. Oh, Jesus Christ! How? Listen, don't get me wrong. I love the support, Harvey. I love the support, but. What? I'm sure you said a couple of weeks ago you're 13. I'm sure you said you was 13 a couple of weeks ago. Like, and how did you find the channel anyway? Cause I'm sure I put it's not meant for kids because I do swear a lot. So yeah. Something I am 11 too, bro. I'm just chatting on my dad flipping here. You lot are mental, bruv. That's what it is. On your dad's... Jesus Christ. Does your parents know you watch me? Like, I don't know what to say right now. Maybe I should stop swearing on streams. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm a bad influence. Jesus Christ. Let me see if this is working. Oh, God's sake, why is this like this? I want to reset. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is madness, honestly. How the hell did you, right? I might have to start getting parents' permission here, you know. Jesus Christ. Listen, you're bad parents if you're watching, letting your 11-year-olds watch me. I'm a bad influence. I swear a lot. Jeez. Jesus Christ. Listen, don't get me wrong. I know there's a mixture of people from, obviously, when I started this YouTube is doing career mode stuff, right? But that's mad. Don't get me wrong. The gaming wise, okay, like gaming, but Joe, I'm not fussed, but that's mad. That's mad. Anyway, what we saying? Yeah, well, it's almost kickoff. I should get into this. This going mental now. Yeah. So the teams today, for what as you can see that has been put out. So Ben Hamer in goal keeps his position. He does. He's actually who is it? AB or let me check. Who said it? Was it AB? I can't remember who said it, but we have changed the formation, it looks like, and obviously he's rotated pretty much to a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1, whatever it is. But Jimmy Dunn, Morrison, Field, and Escudina look like they're all at the back. Unless it's Kieran Morgan at right back, Morrison and Jimmy Dunn in the middle, and Escudina with Field, Varane, and Madsen in midfield, possibly. But it's good to see Poku, Kone, and Sato all up front. That's the main thing. That is the best thing I've seen so far. Kone on his own with Poku and Sato on the wings seems like a good shout out. But I honestly think it's not Kieran Morgan in the middle. I think it's Kieran Morgan on the right with Jimmy Dunn and Morrison in the middle with Sam Field in the midfield. That's how I see it. But it looks like an okay setup. Substitutions: Paul Nardi, Davis, Cook, Hayden, Vale, Dembele, Burrell, Colley, and Smith. Do I think it's a good lineup? I'm not sure just yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too sure just yet. I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because you know it's a Monday night. You know, players are gonna be tired. We rotated a lot. I don't know what to say personally. But I'm hoping for a win. A 1-0 win away would be decent, but I've got a feeling it might be a boring 0-0 withdrawal. So yeah. I'm here for no reason. I'm glad Poku playing and Escudina. Kone up front happy and Poku finally getting his start. Yep. Sayo and Poku whipping balls into Kone. That would be a good shout. Do you think Smith should have started today instead of Sayo, but not complaining? Reese says, nah, Smith always makes bad decisions on going forward. Well, I hope it's 4-3 anyway. It's wet weather, so if Smith was playing, it might not be a great choice, but yeah, it's good to see Poku playing. That's the main thing. Poku is getting a chance, and that's the main thing. So yeah, Jess Moss and train for Escudina to play left back. Listen, look, Escudina will always probably be chosen, most majority times, just because of the fact being that he is technically the only, technically the only left back, as well as depending on how he rotates it, but I see it as this, I got a funny feeling that he wants to give Escudino a chance, We know he's good. We've seen him in the development squad. The only problem is he likes to take shots and he makes mistakes in the first team at the moment. Does he need to improve? Of course. How is he going to improve? Only two ways. Whether you play him or you send him out on loan. That's the only two options. Do I see him doing good? Well, yeah, he's got potential, but we've got to see what happens in the future for him. Most of the players that we have are future players, and it's that, it's a bit surprising that Chair's not even on yet. It's surprising that Chair's not even on the bench tonight, because I would have thought he would have made the bench. Unless he's still injured or something's happening in January. That's the only thing I can think of. I know he's a big fan of Marty Fuentes. I really do. And Marty Fuentes is a big fan of him. And Leicester are looking for an attacking midfielder. So that seems a bit dodgy to me. Actually, I need to see who's in the chat, because my chat system is really down at the moment. View channel. Let's go to this. Don't want that. That song's in my head right now. Flipping heck. Alright, we're gonna be moving over to the normal thing soon. Where's my thing? View channel. Yep, that's the one. Manage channel. Oh, Tyler Morrison starting to speak. There we go. This is the one I want. View live control. Oh, 18 current viewers. Fair enough. DB, are you surprised Actinelli, who played first team for Aberdeen, is not given a preference over Escudina? I'll be honest, Nick, I'm not surprised because he's been brought in for development team. He's only 17, I think it is. You know, he looks older, but I'll be honest, I think personally, I think he is a young talent. He's very good. He could still play now, I think. You know, we all saw him play a preseason. But personally, I think he still needs to grow. You know, I like the player. I like the signing, but he still needs to grow, you know. I'm just seeing what have I missed here. 442 Harvey said is yo Harvey Elliott is just. How many accounts of Harvey Elliott do we have? What on earth is... Have we got a bot here? He played well against Preston the start of the season, so he was showed quality. Just wait, are you on about Escudina? Escudina did not play well against Preston, in my opinion. You know? Yes, dog, I know. Hang on, I need to switch the... Oh, this dog is doing my nutting today. We want this one. There we go. Yeah, Escudina, I don't think Escudina had a great Preston game. I honestly, be honest, Escudina, AB, if you're talking about Escudina, I think the chances are he was the one that caused the problem of the goal against Preston. So yeah. Mr. Potato Chair said Stefan has more aura during pre-season. That is correct. I obviously, you know, I'm not going to remember that, you know. But the fact is, you're right. He did say that. But, you know, players do say things just because, you know, to be not nice, but sometimes they have to say these things, you know. Western says, although Leicester aren't doing well now, they are a fantastic team. I see why Chair would want to move to them. He would move to them because he likes Marty Fuentes. So that's it. I thought he was decent. Cheers, Steve K. Cheers. Yeah, it's technically my mom's dog, but it's grown up. It's fond of me, so I guess so, yeah. I don't think. Listen, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion on Escudina. I don't think he's shit, but I just don't think he's ready for the first team. I just don't think he is first team yet, you know. But I also think, yeah, he was the reason why the Preston goal went in, you know. He made that mistake and he has to learn from it. But the thing is, I don't hate him for it because he has to make mistakes to learn from them, you know. So I'm not like hating on him or whatsoever, but there's a lot that needs to be worked on. So yeah. Right. Almost kick off. Julian with his jacket on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna open a bag of crisps because I'm starving. There's no time, no rush. Oh, this is nice stream, guy. Hope QBR can get something out of this match. Storyboard daily day. Cheers, mate. Cheers, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Sorry I didn't see your message sooner. I was enjoying a Reddit sorted. But yeah, I'm you know, I'm hoping something happens tonight. I'm hoping something happens. I wanna stay in that top 10 and have a good have something decent to say before a new year. Right, and QBR kicking off. And it is exactly what... Oh, we've messed up again, people. Yes, we've messed up again. Hang on. Hang on a second, people. Hang on. We need to fix this. Otherwise, someone's going to yell at me. For God's sake. Right, so it looks like Jimmy Dunn is playing centre back with Liam Morrison and Kieran Morgan right back, which I obviously predicted at the start of this game, not at the preview. Alright, we're on the ball anyway. Oh man, I gotta catch up with all these kickoff goal. King Kona for the start. Okay, fair enough. Wham says, hope you're well. DB just arrived. What's your prediction? Sorry for obviously not seeing that message, Wham. My prediction is a 1-0 win QPR, but it's a rainy day in West Brom, and I'm gonna go. It's probably gonna be a draw, a 0-0 draw, I reckon. Especially with the team that we got out. If we're lucky and we are good at attacking, we do the attacking right, Kone might get some goals for us tonight. So yeah. Love Race started. West 12 says, oh yeah, predictions. Well, put your predictions in the chat if you want, what you think, and we can go from there at the end. But I'm going to go over 1-0 QPR win. That'd be lovely for me tonight. Last game of the year. Can we get the win? Fingers crossed, hopefully. You know, we have beaten West Brom already this season at home, 3-1. Burrell scoring the goals. Burrell is on the bench tonight. But I really want to see Kone just start blazing these goals in like he did at Wickham. So yeah. Harvey says, DB, can I get all accounts on the stream? I would say no, just because obviously I don't know how many bloody one, I don't know how many accounts you have, for starters, what the hell? And two, how much electronics do you have in your house to do that? It hurts me to say, but 0-0. Nice to see we're playing Pompey again. Simon Wilmot, 2-0 maybe. Okay. 2-0 maybe. That's a good shout. I'm still going to go 1-0 because it's away from home. I'm not saying West Brom are great, but they have Illing on this time, which can make a difference. So yeah, and that's probably why Esquadina is on tonight. Right, let's get to the game, mate. 3 minutes gone. West Brom are on the ball at the moment. Right, Wusato wins it back on the left wing. He loses it to Illim. And there goes West Brom on the attack with Mowat. Into the middle to Grant. Back out wide to Illim. Alright, Illim cuts into the back. Yeah, West 12. Hamer clean sheet would be brilliant. %, Simon Wilmot says. Alright, Grant. It's a throw to West Brom. Right, West Brom defense on it, number 6. I can't remember who that was. I'll have to have a look in a second. But West Brom, we are Phil looks like he's putting a lot of pressure up high. It looks like he could be an attacking midfielder tonight. Right, West Brom with Grant, and it's offside, luckily. Kieran Morgan doing well there to hold him up, even though it was offside. It still says Portsmouth. Where does it say Portsmouth? Where? It still says Where does it say Portsmouth? Oh my god, it does. I thought I cheated. Yeah, this is... You know what? I'm kind of glad that you're the one that spotted this. I'm sure I changed it to West Brom. This is, oh, you know what? Let's do it again. West Brom. There we go. Thank you, Finley, for that. Thank you, man. Much appreciated, much love. Where are you watching it from? I am watching it from my house. Oh man, I'm watching it from my house. I'm sorry, that was a good joke, though, isn't it? All right, it's a free kick, West Brom. All right, it's headed out by Kieran Morgan. That free kick was appalling. Bro, I meant the platform. Like, what can I Google to get the stream? Type in QPR, and you can watch it on the website. Was a good joke though. Much appreciated, much love, man. Listen, look, you walked into that, mate. You walked into that. Rauron Mo's, I apologize if said that wrong. Maze D 2.5 is I'm guessing you're going by oh, I can't think of what you're saying now. Oh man, jeez, someone's trying to get me out here, arrested out here, bruv, honestly. Yeah. Right, Jimmy Dunn on the ball, passing it back. Is it not international? Right, oh God's sake. Right. If you are on a computer, okay, if you have Norton security or something, a security on your computer that has a VPN, you can change the country of your computer of where you're in. I will just say that, okay? If that helps anyone else. Shepard says, "I hope West Brom wins." Well, I hope they don't win. But thank you for your input. I'm joking. Bro should be starting. Ellen's. Really, I can't. My eyes are getting bad. Honestly, I might. Eleanor, I believe it's Eleanor, right? My apologies. My eyes are really bad at the moment. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for tuning in. Burrell should be starting. I would agree. Yes, he is the informed striker, and he should be definitely. Do I think West? But yeah, well, listen, look, West Brom are a good team. You know, I'm not gonna mock them. You know, West Brom are a good team. Unfortunately, in my opinion, Ryan Mason is not the greatest of. You know, he's a good coach, but not a great head coach. I'll say that simple. Because I do like Ryan Mason. I think he was a great football player. Unfortunately, his career got ended after a bad head injury. So yeah. Listen, I have all respect for him, but I think West Brom need to look for a manager or a head coach that is gonna give them the ability of what Sam Allardyce and all these guys have done to them. So yeah. Simon says Coventry are losing. Are they? You're lying. I know you're lying. That's Coventry. Oh my word, they're losing 2-0. What is going on? Has anyone heard the great news that apparently, no, it's not great news to us, but with Coventry are after the young Chelsea guy on loan. Eleanor 1-3-1 at home, so hoping for the same. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping for a win. That's the main thing. So yeah. Bruh, I placed a bet on this game. How could you say that it won't win? Listen, look, placing bets don't mean nothing. I'll tell you that right now. You know, I've placed many bets and I've lost. And yeah, so Right, West Brom on the ball in our half. They're playing it a bit better than they did at our ground, to be honest. I know it's stupid to say that because they're at home. They should be performing well at home with their fans. As we have thrown to QPR, I think. Yep. What's everyone's plans for New Year? What's everyone's plans for New Year? Everyone got a busy New Year coming? Simon says what Chelsea player? It's the oh, what's his name? The young Chelsea player. Josh, is it Josh? It's Josh something, I think it is. I can't remember. Westhoff says boring start. Yeah, it has. And listen, look, I didn't expect this to be an exciting game. It's a Monday night game. You know, we've just every player is probably tired from Christmas. And you know, we're playing a different strategy. You know, I think he's trying something different, or he's just putting players out there to basically refresh the team. So yeah. Finney says new players, new formation, how's it going? Well, it's not shit, I'll tell you that. It's not bad. You know, it's not attacking at the moment. It's been pretty much West Brom with the ball. But the best thing is West Brom have not scored. That's the main thing. So yeah. J Guitars, hi DB, welcome into the chat, J Guitars. Hopefully you're having a good day. How are you? How are you today? Sweet Chin Music, running every day, certain financial goals and job stability. What about you? Running every day, certain financial goals and job stability. Oh yeah, is that your new year? What you're saying? Is that what you're doing for New Year? Sweet Chin Music. Gotta remember Sweet Chin Music. Shawn Michaels. Simon says what? Let me get the name. Let me get the name of the Chelsea player to Coventry. Where is it? All right, good defending there by Jimmy Dunn. Tyreek George. That's who it is. Oh, that's a New Year's res. Okay, running every day, certain financial goals and job. Is that job stability you mean? Well, listen, look, mate. I'll tell you this. I hope you have a great year. Honestly, I hope 2026 is your year. Honestly, you know, what you've just said is pretty much not bad. You know, it's a good area to start. You know, and fingers crossed. Hopefully, positive good things come to you next year. You know, so bless you, and yeah, fingers crossed. But we got West Brom in the box at the moment with Grant. And it's headed in, and Ben Hamer comfortable save. Leicester 1-1 derby. Eleanor says. Simon says, "Oh, he is good. Yeah, he's a good player, but his wage is a lot. Wage is a lot." Eleanor says, "No way, Middlesbrough went 1-0 down." I need to have a look at this now. You lot are. Oh my God, Middlesbrough are losing as well. Oh my God, they'll come back. Listen, if they're losing, that's still good for us because at the end of the day, you know, like I said, depending on how results go our way today, we could be in the top 6. And that's a positive. Right, West Brom have got a free kick in our box in 15 minutes. So first 15 minutes to say, it's not exactly been QPR. It's been pretty much all West Brom. They've been on the ball quite a bit, passing it well. Like I said, in QPR's defense, I will say this: when we played West Brom at home, we didn't get into the game until about the 40th minute mark. So let's see what happens in the next 10 minutes. And I say that, and it's almost 1-0 West Brom. And he just skied it over the bar he has. I can't remember who that player is. That I'm guessing thingy is working today. I'm guessing. The main man. Foley, anyone know Foley working? I guess he's working. Right, Kieran Morgan on the ball now. Chips it through to Poku. Cleared away. And it's going to be kept in. It's gone straight. Oh, it's a foul. Someone's fouled someone for West Brom. Right, it's gone long. Right, Ben Hamer's gone out wide to Escudina. A better touch by Escudina. I'm very impressed already. 1-2's there with the long ball by Madsen. Unfortunately, it's gone straight to West Brom. And Ilin is in here, whips it in. There's a good defending there by Liam Morrison playing at the left centre-back tonight. It's been pretty crazy not seeing him on the pitch. I think he's a great centre-back, great young centre-back. And hopefully he can prove himself tonight in what he does. So, yeah. But here we go again. Corner to defend. Just want to see Kieran Morgan put a bit more strength in his challenges tonight. Right, whipped in. And it's a close one, but it's going to be a corner kick again for West Brom. Refresh this. That's not great. Oh, West Brom! Good clearance by Kieran Morgan. Alright, Poku has given it to Kone. Kone's on the ball on the right. Comes back, passes it to Kieran Morgan. But it just gets left straight to Jimmy. Varane on the ball now. Madsen. It does look like Sam Field is playing an attacking midfield role tonight. We need to... Wait, what does that say? We need to nullify West Brom's attacking potential for the first half and then advance our attack powers in the second half. Steve K says. I think we just need to do what we did at home. Control the game or defend the game, tire them out 40 minutes, and then just go all out attack. Or start the attack now, which would be great. But West Brom are on the ball again. Sato losing it. Finney says it says Sunday when it's Monday, but don't really. Is it? Yeah, my computer's bugging out. I think it does, Mammy. It does. I'm sure I just changed it earlier. I'm guessing it didn't go through. I'll change it now anyway. I've got to figure it. I've got to sort it all out because. There we go. 29. There we go. All done. All done. Right, there we go. QPR back pass yet again into the middle. Right, we win it back with Morrison. Right, it goes to Poku. Poku again. Morrison to Madsen. And here goes Madsen pushing up the field into the West Brom half. Alright. Poku on the ball. Alright. Plays it back to Jimmy Dunn. Rera Mo says goal. I'm not too sure because nothing's come through yet. Escudino on the ball though in West Brom's half. Back to Madsen. Sato. Escudina. Whips it in. Madsen on the ball. To Sato in the box. Madsen outside of the box. Chips it through to Sam Field. It's going to be a corner. Yep, first corner QBR. Daniel Santos Souza 1.5. I'm guessing you're just saying about goal different or something like that. Dale, Evening DB and everybody else, how are we playing? Good to see you, Dale. Welcome to the chat. Welcome back in for another stream. I'm okay. I'm all good. Thank you. Hopefully you're okay. But it's been pretty much all West Brom at the moment. Just as soon as you joined, QPR have had a good attack going. We have. And fingers crossed we can get something out of this. Right, Madsen to deliver it. Whipped in. Oh, it's gone straight to the goalie's hands. Wham says, come on, you ours. Right, the keeper put in pressure on him. T-Dog says, how are you watching it? From home? On a computer? That's how I'm watching it. Oh, God. I keep repeating myself, honestly. Trix says, come on, you baggies. Ah, yeah, come on, you baggies. Sorry. I was wondering, I thought you was going to say, I thought it meant come on, you blues. I'm like, we ain't playing Birmingham today. Sure we ain't. If we get to 0-0 at half time or better, their fans will turn on them to our advantage. Possibly, but we're on the ball right now with Sam Field on the attack. Sato out wide, cuts into the middle, and loses the ball a little bit, but gets it back with Varane. Varane goes out wide to Kieran Morgan, and back to Varane into the middle. Whipped in, and we are not going to get that. Madsen heads it back, and West Brom get the clearance. Good challenge there by Morrison. West Brom throw. Happy, good to hear. Happy New Year, everyone. Dale says, big W to Dale. Happy New Year, everyone. Wish him a happy New Year, man. Big W for Dale, man. Always supporting the channel. Alright, Mill will be in Bristol City 1-0. Jeez. Do we have any NFL fans in the chat? Right, Ilin Jr. on the run now down the right wing. Escudino trying to catch up with him. He can't do it. And good defending there by Jimmy Dunn to clear the ball. How's Sato doing? I'm guessing is what you mean. John who? Oh, you've just deleted it. Okay, fair enough. No worries. I'm guessing you think we're Coventry fans. Cheers, Dale lad. West 12 says. Green Bay Packers are supreme, Steve says. Now John says, how is Sato doing? Sato's been quiet at the moment. It's 1-0 West Brom though. Oh, wait. Yep. Is it 1-0? Yep, goal's been given. Ben Hamer was getting fouled there. I'm a bit surprised that's been counted as a goal. To be honest, that should have been a foul. That's 1-0 though. Crying out loud. What is going on with this ref, man? Honestly. So it's Grant with a goal, it looks like. Is it Grant? I don't think it is. It's a good ball in. And there should be... should it be a free kick? I don't know. There is keeper obstruction there. And who's watching that back player? Kone, I think it is. Yeah, Kone can't defend that. I don't know who scores it, but it's a good pull ball into the back post, and whoever's headed that has done well. I can't confirm whether it should have been a foul or not. I didn't really see anything like really bad there with the keeper. But yeah, it looks like Campbell has scored, making it 1-0. So yeah, we're down 1-0 already. Well, it looks like it's going to be 1-1. We got to get into this fast. We can't be doing a Portsmouth again. We're on the ball now with Popoku. We need to get back into this game quickly, man. Honestly, if we want to win this. I don't want it to be that same Portsmouth type of game. Let me see the things. As Steve K said, Green Bay Packers are supreme. I'm more of a Buffalo Bills fan. John, I've already said, Sayo, obviously what's going on. Ollie is happy that West Brom have scored. Dale is not happy. Nick as well. West of Loftus says great. Nick says poor ref. West of Loftus, we had it coming. Tricks, get in. Love you, Campbell. No worries. 2.5. I'm guessing you're saying on bet wise, you know, on goals to be scored. Ollie says West Brom for life. He does. It's good to see. Thank you. Like, honestly, you know, I appreciate any support that comes in here and watches this, honestly, you know. So much love to you lot. Listen, no hate in the chat for West Brom whatsoever. Only Millwall and Chelsea get the hate. No, but yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. Much appreciate, much love to all the West Brom fans that are tuning in tonight. Right, we got a free kick now. Madsen to take it in West Brom's half, and it's played to Escudino. Do not even think about shooting. It's a okay ball. Yeah, we've just lost it again. And there goes Ilin on the run. Sato tracking back, but it's a good ball to see. Donson, is it? Has played back to Ben Hamer now. He needs to clear it quickly. Sees Escudina, very bad, but he's done well there to give it to Madsen. Cleared away. Is it going to go to a QPR player? Well done, Sam Field. It's going to be a West Brom throw though. Trick says, I agree. QPR passionate fans. I'll be honest, I've supported QPR all my life and I will not support anyone else, honestly, you know. I love the team. I've only been annoyed with ownership in what they've recruited and what they've brought into the club as in managers. So yeah. Should have wait, what? Should have a defender push away that player from the keeper. There was no one on the back post. Kone was doing nothing. Kieran Morgan should have been somewhere there, I think. Like I said, we always need two people on the post. You need one at the front and one at the back. But yeah, I got a funny feeling this is not going to go our way tonight. I'll tell you that, you know. Should one of my favorite derbies as well. What team is the derbies? Chelsea and QPR or I'm sure it's not this. Alright, he's off for a throw in. Grant couldn't keep it in. QPR. Escudino on the ball. Oh, West Brom v Wolves. Okay, fair enough. I think Wolves have died down now, to be honest. I think when Espen Soto was there, it was a lot better. Basic bad defending again. What is Steve Bold doing? Expected more from his appointment. I'll be honest. I would say I am too. I'm a bit disappointed and expected more, but a little bit of me says I'm not surprised, you know. In my defense, if you have a coach just for defending, he should be on that bench on game days supporting that team. Right, Sanfield on the ball, Poku on the ball on the right wing. It's gonna be a throw into QPR, final third. Or West Brom versus Villa, Oli says. Yeah, that seems like a more interesting game. And I've got a dog coming. What? Oh, hello. Yep. Okay. Yep. You come to annoy me, have you? Bloody hell. You come to watch the football. You come to watch the football. You come to watch QPR. Yeah, you come to QPR. Agree DB should be. Nick says, I watch football, but I play rugby. It's really weird. I used to play rugby, but I enjoyed rugby, but I'll tell you this, yeah, it's not for me. I would I would have been broken, to be honest. Yeah. Go on. You know, my bones would have shattered in rugby, I'll be honest with you. No, I'm not 11. I'm not 11. No. Do I look 11? Come on now. Do I look 11? What are we watching? Simple Jack here. What the hell? Man says, am I 11? Jesus Christ. Doesn't the beard help? Don't get me wrong, when I shave the beard, I get called 12, but flipping heck. Good defending there by Jimmy Dunn. Oh, you. What is going on, honestly? How? Okay, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm really shocked that we're getting a lot of West Brom versus Wolves is one of the biggest derbies in the UK. Probably because it's the biggest fight, the biggest fight you can see in the UK. That's mental. That's like Millwall and Chelsea. Jeez. Celtic Rangers. That's a game that I want to actually go to. I've heard it's a really, really good game to go to, and that's one game I want to go to. Benny G says, "Come on, you R's. Welcome into the chat, Benny G." The corner was taken, but it's cleared away. Poku on the ball again. What kind of pass was that to Madsen, Poku? Come on. Escudino on the halfway line with the ball. Kieran Morgan now on the left. Out wide to Sato. What can Sato do with it here? It's going to be a free kick QPR though. Campbell fouling his man. Sato's done well there. He's gone on the inside, the outside, and got a free kick out of that. So he's done well there. I'm not gonna get mad about that. He's gone down at the right time. It's gonna be a free kick in a good position for Madsen. But I personally don't know if we're gonna be good enough to get this in unless we get that ball onto Jimmy Dunn's head. Yes! Is it? Is it? Is it? It's Jimmy Dunn! It's 1-1! Come on! I told you, Jimmy. What did I just say? I said that. If Jimmy's in the box, he gets his head to it, we're scoring it. Told ya. What? Listen, I'm telling you right now, I should be coach. I should be this coach for QPR, man. I just literally said, Jimmy Dunn, get that ball on Jimmy Dunn's head. Oh, it's not even on Jimmy Dunn's head. I'm not going to lie. It's not on Jimmy Dunn's head. Jimmy Dunn's fouled the West Brom player, and it's come off the West Brom player. Oh man, no way. Oh, God's sake. That's funny. Jimmy Dunn is literally grabbing your West Brom player. Literally grabbing him. And he's literally pushed him into the ball. And he's headed it. And it's come off Illin's flipping side of his body. And it's got... Oh, my God. Diakia own goal it's going to be. Let's look at the chat. Pocket Pieces says goal. QBR Tommy Hunt says hi DB, great live stream mate. You know we beat West Brom in the 1966 League Cup as an old third division club. League One today they were a top flight team. Common yours. I would say I wouldn't know. I do have a book obviously of the history, but unfortunately I don't go that far back. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, thank you for the comment and good to see you in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, big up Tommy Hunt. Much love on that one. I'll be honest, I'm more of the era that I was born into was the Kevin Gallons, Paul Furlongs, and you know Gareth Ainsworth, Martin Rowlands, Lee Cook. That's where I started my QPR journey. So yeah, you know, Mark Bircham is technically one of my favorite players at QPR. He was. So yeah. At Ollie, oh wait, hang on. Nick says wasn't much of a foul on Sato, but fuck it, I'll take it. Ollie, we need to get rid of Ryan Mason. Alright, you've given the ball away to Kone in a dangerous position. Alright, you've won it back now. Let's go, yours. Adam Goss says, welcome into the chat, Adam Goss. Tommy says get in. West of Loftus says you are. Steve K, Jimmy Dunn is one cool legend. AB, let's go. Ollie says 7-1 lol. Oh god, don't do that. If anyone remembers what West Brom done to us at their ground when we was in the Premier League, that was it the Premier League or was it in the Championship? I can't remember, but they done us in badly. John says Steve Bold is great coach, but the boys have to listen and learn from him. Give them time. Look, I think Steve Bold is good, but the problem is he is not showing anything at the moment. Now, as a defender, as a coach, like Kevin Betsy, like all these guys, that he needs to be on the bench, on the first team bench at games. He does, because how can you, if Julian is not in control of the defensive strategy, how are we supposed to understand instructions, or the players understand instructions, if Julian is shouting it? You know, unless he's teaching Julian and Julian's not doing his job properly, then cool. But Steve Bold needs to be on that sideline on the match days. And that's what I'm saying. You know, I know he has a great, you know, he's a great coaching ability because he's been at Arsenal, he's been at other clubs. He's a top-notch coach. But right now, we're not showing that, you know, one bit. You know, we have been making so many mistakes in that defense. So yeah. Tommy Hunt says I grew up with the great teams of the 80s. Okay, no worries. What's that like? I'm gonna say I might be wrong here. You can shoot me down if you want to. Is that like Ian Holloway days? Or like it's Les Ferdinand days. I'm sure of it. It's Les Ferdinand, right? Am I right or wrong? Or it could be a bit further back, to be honest. Right, so it's 1-1 before half time, which it's okay, you know, it's okay. 38 minutes coming up to 40. 1-1 is a good score. Before half time, you know, we got back into it. You know, even though technically it should have been you know, I don't know if it should be a free kick, but you know, it wasn't. It was a very clumsy goal. So yeah. All right, we've cleared up the field. Kieran Morgan on the ball plays it to Liam Morrison, who plays it back to Ben Hamer. Right, Wrexham are beating Preston North End 1-0. Clive Allen and Stainwood. Oh, okay. I know about Clive Allen, I do. I remember West Brom beating Wolves 5-1 at the Molineux. Roy Weagle, Paul Parker, David. Yeah, I know so Peter Crouch days, I would say. Is it Peter Crouch days? I'm not too sure. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong there. I remember when West Brom had had Lukaku, mate. I remember them days. I remember that final day when Lukaku demolished Man United, and what was it a win or a 5-5 draw or something like that? Mind Blown says 80s Hucker Fenwick Wicks. Yes, and Sir Les. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Les Ferdinand as a player, great player, but as a technical director, appalling, absolutely appalling. Honestly, I'm sorry to say it, but yeah. Nick, QPR pressing much better now. It looks like it. They're getting a bit into the game. They are. They're looking a bit better. They are. I can't say they're shit because even though the defense was a bit rocky when that first goal went in. But we're attacking a bit more. We're not fully attack mode, which what we've seen before from QPR this season. But we're doing okay. We're not rushing into it. We got Poku on the ball at the moment. I've just seen a notification of Leicester scoring 2-1 to Leicester. West Brom trying to get a penalty. Kieran Morgan getting a yellow card for a free kick on the edge of the box. Not great. This is a chance for one of their best set piece players, Moet, to score. But I don't think Moet is going to be the one to take it. Jake Tars, how has Escudina been so far? He's been alright. Listen, look, I can't say he's made any mistakes because he hasn't. He's been okay. He's not been great, but he needs to come back. He needs to get into challenges a bit more. And he also needs to put pressure on the attack. He needs to join the attack and get up there. So, yeah. John says, yeah, I agree. Should be on the bench and encouraging them. Good shout. It's just one of them things, man. Listen, look. When you bring in coaches, you got to remember what is going to happen on the day, You could see in the preseason, you could see what he was doing. You could see it. But the fact is that what happened at Coventry, who is to blame for that? And it's just gone over the bar, the West Brom free kick. Who's going to go to the Premier League lesson season and think it's going to go down for the Championship? I said this. So Coventry and Middlesbrough are both going to be 1 and 2. Either 1 or 2. And I think third in the playoffs, and I hate to say it, but I think in the playoffs, in no particular order, I'm going to say Ipswich. I'm going to say Hull. I'm going to say Southampton. I don't know, actually. Southampton have been losing. They've lost 2 games at the moment. Or losing 2 games. I would say QPR, but listen, look, we have potential. QPR have potential again into the playoffs, but I'd be honest, top 10 is more realistic for us, I would say. So yeah. I don't think West Brom will get up there, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say it, mate, but yeah. Stevie Cases, come on, yours. Alright, QPR won the ball back on the right with Poku. And Kieran Morgan is there as well. It's squared to Morgan. Oh, it's so unlucky. Is it going to be a corner? Nope, goal kick. Don't get me wrong, like the formation, but 50-50 on field being the link up to Kone. I'm not too sure with the field. I don't know how it's working. I'm more concerned right now is why Ilya Sher isn't even on the bench. I believe he's back from injury, and the concern is why isn't he not back from back and on the bench to help this team? That's my main concern at the moment. Right, almost half time. Added time will be in a second. I don't know how long it's going to be. 1 minute added time. So not much to say about the game, really. If there's only 1 minute, it just tells you that it's just 2 goals. You know, there's been quite a couple of fouls, you know. But unfortunately, nothing really serious in the game, to be honest. You know, it's been pretty end-to-end right now. Ooh, Sato's gone in hard on Ilin there. Good defending there by Escudina. Winning the challenge. And tries it again. Unlucky on that one. Jimmy Dunn clears it. And it goes straight to... Who blew the whistle? You can't blow the whistle like that, ref. Come on. He's attacking it. Happy enough, all things considered. Like I said, it's an away game. So, for me, it would be great to have a win. But, to be honest, as away games go, you know, a draw is better than a loss, as I say. So, yeah. Boogie Down says, was our goal good? If you're on about QPR, which obviously hopefully you are, the QPR goal was a bit of a lucky goal, to be honest. I wouldn't say it was great, but it's good to see that you know, we're getting a bit of luck now on that one. So yeah, but halftime, it is halftime. I've got to sort that out. Give me a second. Pause that. Reset that. Hide that. And then do this. Alright, so 1-1 at half. What did you make of the first half, mate? Well, we're going to speak about that now, Ryan. We are. We're going to speak about that now. So, going into this game, I would say, looking at what West Brom have been doing, it's been pretty much West Brom at the start. It has. I would say attacking threat in the first half was a lot better than when we played Portsmouth on Boxing Day. Possession wise, it's all West Brom at the moment, only by a little bit though. Now, the first half at QPR of this game, it's the same as at QPR. You know, it's a not interesting game. It's only just technically been once West Brom scored, that kind of threw the whole handle in. It has with everything. So that I would say it's a similar game to when we played West Brom at Loftus Road. It is, but what I think is that when we scored that goal, we seem to be more on attack now. It looks a lot more interesting for QPR, but we need to have a game plan. I don't see no game plan. We're struggling to basically work the ball into the box. I wouldn't say that's a defensive issue from West Brom though, because technically I just think we're not attacking as much as we could do or will do. You know, the second half, 100% will come out and will probably be like the same as always, just going out in the last like couple of bits and bobs, and not all out attack constantly, but we'll probably end up attacking a bit better than we did the first half. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is what I'm gonna, you know, that's right what I'm saying. But I would personally say that first half was not great, you know, in my opinion. You know, we got a lot, we could do a lot better, 100% a lot better. West Brom though, you know, like I said, you know, at the moment West Brom fans, and I could be wrong in saying this, you know, they're not happy with their manager. You know, they want Mason out. That's you know, majority of them want Mason out. I could be wrong. Ollie or whoever's in the chat can you know, correct me if I'm wrong, you know. But yeah, as far as I know, West Brom going into this game, it should just technically be a win for us. But as it's at West Brom. You know, we'll see what happens in the second half. You know, but for what I'm saying, it's an even game. It's just a dead even game at the moment. So yeah. Steve says, cheers DB, not a bad half. It was okay. It wasn't great. I wouldn't accept it, I'll be honest, from QPR, because I know we're a lot better, but the only reason why I say it's okay is because of the team we have out. You know, it's not the strongest teams that we've got out there. Good thing is JS has the option of Dembele to come on for field and play Poku or Sato there instead. Good shouts there, Nick. That's actually a good shout. I can get that. AB says decent half. Ryan says Escudilla needs to come off. He's been quite poor. I wouldn't say he's been quite poor, but I would say he's been quiet for sure. He's not done bad. So that's a positive for him. But there's a lot of stuff, not even just Escudilla. You know, Kieran Morgan hasn't really. Kieran Morgan and Escudilla have been the same. You know, Jimmy Dunn and Morrison have been busy. Madsen and Varane have been average. Poku, Sato, this and there. Field, not really. Kone, he's been quiet. So, you know, it's a bit of a you know, a similar half to West Brom. Really, that's what to say. Really. Connor Wells says expect the game to open up in the second half. I hope so, because I'm be honest, if we, you know, as much as I say 1-1 is the best result for us away, I so hope we get the win. That's the main thing. I want QPR to win this. You know, we beat them at our ground. Let's beat them at their ground, and get into the top 6. That's what my main concern is. I want top 6 football. It's that simple. So yeah, I think this game will he be decided by subs? I think it was decided by subs before, wasn't it? In at Loftus Road. I can't remember who came on now, but yeah, Burrell. Hopefully, Burrell comes on and changes the game. AB says, "I'll be." Alonso says, "I bet $10 to West Brom." Okay, well, go for it, mate. Yeah, that's totally up to you, man. I'll be honest, I'd put your money elsewhere, and elsewhere from QPR, but you know, 0 shots first half is unacceptable. It's unacceptable because we even scored and we haven't had a shot. That's why. There's a lot. If anyone's watching this, it's dead. You know, it's a typical Monday night at Stoke. Now, I'll just put it that way. You know, when obviously going into this game, I didn't expect it to be a great game. I didn't expect it to be a lot of goals. And that's why I said 1-1. And at the moment, it's 1-1. I did say 1-0, but, you know, I think it's going to stay 1-1, you know. Unless I see something change in the attack in that second half, then I could possibly say to you, everyone, I personally think QPR will win it. But right now, today's performance and Boxing Day's performance has not been acceptable. You know, it's been pretty boring. You know, we were a lot better. I know we haven't got a full team out there, but it still should be be doing something. You know, it's not. You know, a great performance. Deprive says was about to bet QPR to win or tie when they were down and they scored right as I clicked place. Hoping that we can still get a tie or a win, Deprive says. I'm guessing you're a QPR? I'm guessing you're a QPR win, a QPR fan. I'm hoping for a 1-1 draw away is happy for me, but I really want to win this game. It's that simple. You know, look, Leicester are winning 2-1 at the moment. You know, Watford winning? I can't see them. Watford drawing 0-0. You know, there's certain teams that we have an opportunity to move up, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Would bring Sato off for Smith. I would say Sato needs to be put in the middle first. I wouldn't make any subs just yet, I personally would literally just put Sato in the middle, Samfield on the left, and Poku on the right. Depending on how you do it, but I think Sato, if we're playing a middle guy, Sato needs to play in the middle. You know, try that before we attack and make any subs, because 100% he's probably gonna bring on Burrell for someone so that him and Kone are up front together. So yeah. Would you make any subs right now? Not right now. I would keep it as it is, see how it is for the first 10 minutes. And if it's nothing's changed in 10 minutes, then I would say we need creativity, you know, and to be honest, the only one on the bench that can give us creativity is Vale, you know. I think Vale might need to come on into the middle and work as a free with Madsen and Varane, and put some balls into the box or something. So yeah. Can't have a defensive midfielder on the left. But the thing is, he's not playing even a defensive midfield role today. He's playing an attacking midfield role. So it's mad. Give it 10 to 60 minutes and maybe make the changes, Nick says. Listen, he's not gonna make, if he does make a change at halftime, he knows something's happened. But then again, he doesn't make really any subs until the 60th minute. Everyone knows this. All QPR fans know this. He can be very tight with the subs. There's times where he has not made a sub, but you know, every QPR fan knows what he will do. He shouldn't be there either. I know he shouldn't be there either, but it depends on what he's playing. It looks like he's playing as a middle attacker, but I would personally say Harvey Vale needs to go there, or Sato. So yeah. Take Field off me, or I don't know. Field could play left back. Take Esquidina, put Field. Take Esquidina for Harvey Vale. Put Harvey Vale on the left. Sato in the middle. That might be a good shout. That might be definitely a good shout. So yeah, whether to do that, put Field left back, Esquidina off for Harvey Vale, and do that. That might be a good shout. I hope Cook doesn't come on. Jay Guitar says, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone's interested in in Steve Cook coming on. I would say this. We don't need to change defense. That's one thing. I don't think defense needs to be changed. Defense is okay at the moment. Liam Morrison and Jimmy Dunn at the back is fine. The only worrying factors is Kieran Morgan and then Esquidina. But it looks like Ben Hamer's not getting a clean sheet again today. So yeah. Oh, sorry, people. Reset is crazy how someone has seen that Field has an attacking attribute when we even play him left back. Listen, look, in defensive wise, not defensive wise, in defending in the sense of what Julian has put out for Sam Field. When Sam Field did start his career, he was an attacking midfielder. In my defense, he never was a defensive midfielder. He was when he was coming up the ranks of West Brom, he technically was a box to box attacker. You know, he was technically declared as an attacking threat. You know, the only reason why I would say defensive wise is because of what QPR turned him into. Nick says, was watching YouTubers talking about club transfers. They said QPR don't really need anyone as they have great attacking team. Didn't didn't talk about our defense. Probably because they don't know QPR. That's why. This is the thing, right? And if you, oh, bloody hell, I'm stuttering here. Nick, if who are the people that were talking? Who was it that was talking? I need to know now. What YouTubers was it? Was it QPR YouTubers or was it just normal transfer talk from people? I think a solid and young keeper would be very useful, J Guitars. I'll be honest. Listen, if Ben Hamer doesn't sign the extension, I want Patterson in. I really do. I like Patterson. He's a strong young goalkeeper, and he'll do well for us. He reminds me of it was Benjamin Bloom and other strong names. Yeah, listen, look, I like Benjamin Bloom and all that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you watch QPR, then you're not gonna know what you need. You know, you need to be watching them teams. You need to be watching football to actually be commenting on that. You know, if you watch, I'll put it this way: if you only watch highlights of clubs, you're not gonna know shit. Honestly, you're not gonna know shit. You know, I could sit here today and say, "Oh, right, okay, well, Coventry need a goalkeeper because obviously, you know, they're losing games now. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, I don't watch Coventry. I don't technically care about Coventry, but I could possibly sit here and say that what Coventry need right now is a guarantee from Frank flipping Lampard saying that he's staying at the club. That's what they need to be more worried about. You know, transfer talk for Coventry, you know, the only thing that they got is Tyreek George coming. And that would probably happen because it's Lampard, you know. But for us right now, for me watching QPR all season, listen, no one can say I haven't. I've been I've been doing these watchalongs all this season, you know. For what I'm seeing right now, I would say this, right? I would say that defensive issues is a big problem for us. We have serious defensive issues, you know, whether that's bringing in a defender, whether that's you know, fixing a defense by changing it up to a different formation, a tactic, whatever. But my concern is this: if you have injury prones at the club like Jake Clark, so are getting injured all the time, and you haven't got cover, what are you going to do for the rest of the season if you don't have that cover, you know? And that's why I say Ronnie Edwards, because at the end of the day, Ronnie Edwards knows the club. We want Ronnie Edwards. We like Ronnie Edwards. The fans love Ronnie Edwards, and he's got potential. He's young. It's just down to whether the wage bill and all of that it hits the point, you know. So yeah, but I want to do a football podcast, and it will happen. The football podcast will happen, but I'm only going to talk about things that I know, you know, things that I watch, because I watch a lot of football, you know. But you do get these people, like in the Championship, for example, that talk a load of nonsense. You know, I like Benjamin Bloom. I think he's funny, man. I think he's hilarious. I think, but most of the time he's correct about certain things. But when it comes down to transfers, it's hard to say. You know, you need to be an actual fan of that club to see what you're bringing in, you know. So yeah, let's have a look. And a certain Southampton man, Ben HD as well, guitar North End guy, Coventry YouTuber 2. Saw that Sunderland won't loan out Patterson, said it's a buy or nothing. We'll probably buy him if that's the case, Ryan. Steve, you said good transition comment. DB Samfield did move well across attack initially and then defense. This is what I'm. Oh, Pokey's in here. Pokey's in the box. Dummy's it. Shoots. Oh, he's hit the ball. He's hit the ball. That could have been his first goal for QPR. Oh, perfect start for QPR. Perfect start. Absolutely perfect start. Shut me up straight when I was about to say something. Oh, man. How's he hit that, man? That was beautiful. Beautiful by Poku, honestly beautiful. But yeah, like I'm saying, look, when it comes to transfer talk, right? This is why I like. This is why I like. I don't know if anyone watches him, but this is why I like Just Joe Football Show, because he just talks about what he knows, and this is what I like about him. You know, I think Just Joe is funny. I think Just Joe knows about football, but he just mainly focuses on talking about Leeds, which is great. You know, he does his watch-alongs, and you know, but it's just great to watch. He's so entertaining, you know, and he actually talks real shit about Leeds, you know, and that's why I think if you watch these people like Benjamin Bloom and all that, you can only listen to a certain amount, because, for example, if you listen to the top four, you know, there's a podcast called the top four or whatever. But they only talk about Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, you know, all these teams, but they don't actually talk about Aston Villa, who's actually in the top four. It's silent because it's that type of thing. People only want to talk about the top clubs, you know. But this is why I have respect for Benjamin Bloom, because they talk about the Championship. You know, I've been a loyal fan for QPR since birth. You know, I've only seen QPR in the Premier League probably twice, 3 times. You know, technically 2 times, because I was just born when they got relegated from the Premier League. But yeah, like I said, you know, I would say I know a bit about the Championship. I can formally talk about the Championship. I can formally talk about the Premier League, because I've focused on the Premier League a lot. But I would say realistically, when it comes to transfers, you may want to just listen to people that are actually at the club. So yeah, that is my rant for the day. That you guys get to hear. Let's get back into the game though. Ronnie Edwards signing will be a superb to all things QPR. Please sign, Steve says. What do you think of the Prem as a league? Personally, I prefer the Championship, J Guitars. Listen, I love all football. It's that simple. I love all football. I focus mainly on the Championship because of QPR, but I also focus on other leagues because I like to see young talent rise from the ashes, if that makes sense. Look at, like, for example, Harry Kane. You know, I'm gonna put a video out. I'm gonna put a video out for it in a little while. My favorite young talent last season was Harry Leonard for Blackburn. You know, he played one game. I think it was one game or something like that for Blackburn last season. You know, young, tall striker, reminded me a bit of Harry Kane a little. But he was superb, you know, for Blackburn youngsters, you know, all of that. And I can't sit here and say much about Blackburn, because I don't really know much about Blackburn. I can only tell you like a little bit. But when you see a player play, you know their quality. And Harry Leonard is a player that I would have loved to see at QPR. You know, he's young, you know, he's a great talent. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. So yeah, I like the Championship. I focus more on Championship because it's QPR, but I love pretty much all football, all leagues. You know, if someone sat here and asked me, who do you prefer? Who do you think is the best striker right now? I would sit here and say Harry Kane. You know, a lot of people say Mbappe, Haaland, and all that, but at the end of the day, Harry Kane, he's still popping goals in. He at his age, and you know, he's moved to a different league, and he's still doing the same thing. So, in my opinion, all positives to Harry Kane for being the best striker in the world at the moment. You know, I think Mbappe's good, but the problem is I don't think Mbappe's great. You know, I think at Real Madrid, you know, he's not doing too great at Real Madrid. You know, his hype is not getting there. You know, maybe one day, you know, if you know they bring the right creative players in to wrap around him, maybe it'd be best. But you know, that's how it is. But Ben Hamer on the ball anyway. Launches it up to field. It's just gone to a West Brom player. Out wide to Illin. It has. And mow it on the ball. Like there's a young talent, like young centre back in the Championship, I believe, that's really good. Look, Liam Morrison played for Wigan last 2 seasons ago, and he killed it for Wigan. And for example, this is why you, in my experience right now, this is why I shut up about players now, because I believe Burrell has just proven me wrong. You know, I didn't know about Burrell last season. I didn't know about him coming in to QPR for 1 million. I thought I judged him straight away and said, "Why are we bringing him in?" And he's proven me wrong, and I apologize to Burrell. Honestly, I full respect. You know, he's proven me wrong. You know, I like Burrell. He's shown me that he's a proper player, and I see why QPR brought him in. So, you know, I give huge shout outs to Christian Nuri on doing great business there, and whoever found him. Cafderolota says, Minos, I be honest, if you're just bringing up 2.5 goals and all of that, I generally don't know why. Alright, so rain, it's come up to 60 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if a sub comes on soon. Alright, West Brom get the clearance on the goal kick. It's just an end-to-end, just hoofing the ball up there at the moment. Alright, Hegebo plays it back to Moet. And it's out wide. Is it going to go to Ilin? Now it has gone to Ilin. It's a good challenge. Oh, no, it's not. It's a foul. Sato fouling Ilin. Nathan Matson says, I tell you what, Espino really hasn't had a terrible game so far. Still not great, however, he's improving. I agree. Listen, look, I'm a fan of his. I really am. And the only reason why I put so much pressure on and say these things is because I know you could do better. I know you can. And sometimes you gotta be harsh to get motivation. And I'm not saying you know, any of these players watch this or whatever and listen to me. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to me. Oh god, if you were putting FFS, have they scored? Have they scored? Oh my god, they have. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. It's a great delivery yet again. It's a great delivery. It's a great delivery by West Brom on that free kick. I need to see this again because Ben Hamer, I don't know. Wait, I need a closer view to see this because Ben Hamer didn't get to it. So it's whipped in, good ball in. It's a good head. Oh, it's a powerful head. I don't know who the player is. It's their centre back, I think. Yeah, none of our players are watching him whatsoever. Absolute shit defending yet again on set pieces. It's a quality header from the West Brom player into the back of the net. Ben Hamer's not getting to that whatsoever. 2-1 West Brom. You know, fully deserved, I would say. Fully deserved. So yeah. Connor says, I feel like Escudina needs a decent loan there. Definitely a player there. 100%. A loan would help him. You know, he's definitely a player there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have brought him in. And he showed good movement in the first half. And he was a lot better of controlling of the ball and more understanding of where to pass it to. So yeah, I would say that. Nick says poor again. Nathan says yes. Nick says yep. Nathan says sadly. Steve K, as we stand, a 1-1 away draw is cool. Anything else would be a bonus. And that was a bit late. Sir Kevin De Freitas, I can find the game. I'm trying to watch it live. Okay. Nick says, can't blame Hamer. Where are you watching the game? At home, mate. I'm watching the game at home, my friend. Alright, Varane on the ball now on the right wing. It's dummied by Varane, played back to Kieran Morgan. On his right foot, crosses it in. Kone heads it, and it's headed out by a West Brom player. And it's going to go out for a throw into QPR. West Ham says, hope we can do what we done against Hull. Oh, come back three goals, yeah? That'd be nice. It'd be nice, but do we really see it happening? Like I said, it's a rainy day in West Brom. You know, the players are tired. We've got a weak team out, in my opinion. You know, they've scored 2 set pieces, which is not a good look. Which tells you something. I reckon if we need to score, we need to do something now for starters and bring on a sub now in the 60th minute. We need to change the game up. It's not working. The game plan is clearly not working because they're right now in the attack. They are. Kieran Morgan clears it away. Samfield on the ball, back to Sato, and here we go with Escudina. We got a lot of work to do to get back into this game. That's damn for sure. Alright, Jimmy giving it to Kieran Morgan. And it's gone through. And it's offside code now. I don't know how. Wham says, do you think we can come back, DB? Listen, look. Never say never. You know, this is QPR. QPR will always try. If they try, they'll come back. If they make the right tactical subs, they'll come back. But right now, it's not looking great for us. It's really not looking great. It's looking horrific. You know, West Brom are passing the ball okay-ish. And I say that and I've just given it away to Varane. But it's just our attacking threat again and our defensive abilities. You know, our defensive abilities are not doing the set pieces properly. And our attack is doing nothing at the moment. Sato whips it in though. And it's cleared away. Almost another own goal by West Brom. Cleared away by the goal scorer for West Brom. The second goal. Shepherd says, I need a third goal, West Brom, then defend all the way. I'm looking for the game on the TV, but I can't find it. What channel are you watching it on? You do, if you're a West Brom fan, just go onto the West Brom website and go and VPN it or something, you know? We look comfortable, we look fairly comfortable. Corner. We look fairly comfortable, but you cannot let easy goals in. Simple. I agree 100%. I agree, Wham. But the problem is, this is why I said about Steve Bold. Why bring in a defensive coach if we can't defend shit? You know, is Ronnie going to make a difference? Maybe, but I can't guarantee it until we see it. You know, right now, I'm like, even that right now, we've just given the ball away. And here goes Moet on the ball. Getting past Morrison in the box. Morrison pushing him out now. He's done well there, Morrison, to defend that. But West Brom is still on the ball, playing it back. Good opportunity there from West Brom to get a 3-1 lead there, but not happening. Wham says, who would you change? Well, right now, it would be striker-wise. It would. I would take Sato off for Paul Smith. Escudina would need to come off. Unless he's not done too bad. But it's just attacking threat. We need attacking threat. There's no attacking threat at the moment. Kone on the ball at the moment. And threads it over to Poku, who's not going to get to it. It's going to go out for a throw into QPR. My voice is slowly going. Alright, we're 60 minutes now. No subs yet. Kieran Morgan with the throw-in, I think. And it's played back. It has to Jimmy. And it goes out to Escudina. And he puts it in a box. Back post. Poku just misheadering it. And it's going to probably get cleared away by West Brom there. Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Takes a shot. It's blocked by the West Brom player. And back to QPR with Madsen. Poku back to Madsen. To Liam Morrison. Out wide to Escudina. Alright. Okay, I know. You've been outside again. You've been in the garden again, haven't you? You've been in the garden again. You're very attention seeking today, ain't you? Is it because I'm watching QPR? And West Brom on the attack. Grant, Madsen doing really well to defend that. Really well. Clears it away to Kieran Morgan. Good pass there to clearance. Kieran Morgan on the ball. Kieran Morgan passed it to Poku there. This bloody dog is an attention seeker, I'll tell you that. I'm going to annoy someone else in the house. Alright, Jimmy Dunn asking for players to get to him to pass the ball. Alright, it's gone out wide to Morrison on the left though. Sato. Alright, Varane on the run. Gives it to Kone. Really, what are these two donuts doing? Yeah, I would probably say Kone needs to come off. Finney says Lucky Mascot is back. Oh, it's 3-1. It's 3-1. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. No goal. No goal. Offside. Oh, thank God for that. Alright, we've played it quickly though. QPR have with Sam Field. Oh, wow, that was lucky. That was lucky. Kieran Morgan on the ball. And that was all because of Kone and Varane, that one. I don't know what we're doing right now. Sato on the ball. Sees Esquidino on the run. It's going to be a corner to QPR. Esquidino done well there with Sato. But listen, look, Varane and Kone made silly mistakes there. Silly mistakes. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that in time at this game, man. West Brom could easily have scored there. Well, they did, but luckily it was offside. Jigtar's your dog is either very lucky or very unlucky. Listen, I don't know. It's just bloody attention. Oh my God. Madsen, what a shit cross. Honestly, what a shit cross. He's giving it away straight to West Brom. Luckily, Esquidino was there to get it. Ben Hamer gives it to Kieran Morgan. Hi, Sami. Samavier, hi DB. Hopefully you're okay. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully you're okay. Kieran Morgan on the ball now. Out wide to Esquidino. Madsen on the ball to Koki Sato. It's good to actually see two youngsters under the age of 20 on the pitch. So that's alright. I tell you that. I just realised that right now, to be honest. Alright, Poku on the ball. I feel like saying Goku. I don't know why. Alright. Sato out wide. It's Madsen. It's gone to Jimmy Dunn. Alright. Out wide to Madsen now. Waiting for options. It's a good ball into Sayer in the box. And it's a shot blocked. It's going to go out for a throw into QPR, I think. Oh, man. This is getting heavy. Alright, West Brom making changes. So, even more danger coming on the pitch. Price and, is it Maja? Josh Maja coming on, I think it is. So yeah, two attacking players on for West Brom. That we got to be careful with. Oh. Price is a good youngster. Price is a very good youngster. We need to watch out for him. Nick says, bugger Sato. Alright, Josh is coming on for West Brom as well. So, no subs yet for QPR. Just West Brom. Hegebo is off and Johnson is off. So, yeah. We need to do subs now. Nick says. Kwam on the ball. It's going to be a throw into QPR, I think. Alright. Kieran Morgan throws it back to Jimmy. Why is he taking so long to make changes? I have no idea. You know, unless he sees something right now that he's happy with. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm a bit confused right now as it is. I'm a bit shocked that we didn't even make a change here even 7 minutes ago. Poku, it's a great challenge there by West Brom, and they're on the attack. Oh, they've lost the ball straight away. Sato, Varane, man on! Yes, well done. Alright, Jimmy Dunn on the ball to Varane. Alright, it goes out wide to Kieran Morgan. Finley says Gareth Southgate. Oh, I think I know what you mean by that. To be fair, we are on top, really. And Nick says, I would say, listen, look, the West Brom, it's been even. You know, it's been very even. But I would say if I had to go by looking at what's going on, West Brom, like, they're probably gonna win by silly mistakes from QPR. You know, I don't see QPR winning this right now because we're not. And for what I'm seeing, it's not looking great for what I'm looking at. So yeah, maybe that's why no subs yet. Listen, look, it's not shit. I tell you that it's not shit. It's just there's no attacking, like serious attacking threat happening right now. You know, it's a goal kick right now to West Brom, but we're getting that chance here and there, but it's not brilliant. It's really not brilliant, and that's why I think changes must be needed. You know, we're coming up to 70th minute mark, 20 minutes to go. Like, we have 20 minutes to either score a goal or score two. You know, it's that simple. So, I don't know, man. Honestly, it needs improving. This does. This game needs a big improvement right now. And subs are coming on now. It looks like Dembele is looking like he's coming on. He's getting his gloves on. Alright, oh god, here we go. West Brom in here. Passes it to Grant. And it's a good save by Ben Hamer. And Kieran Morgan losing the ball back to Grant in the box. And Sato doing the business there. Getting rid of it. It's going to be a West Brom corner though. Told you, man, we're making mistakes. So many silly mistakes at the back. And it's not helping us. Price on the run there, looking decent on Grant there. Luckily, Kieran Morgan was there to block the shot. But it looks like Dembele's coming on now. So that might be a big improvement. Right, it's whipped in. Oh my god, it's dangerous again. Hamer gets the ball though. Should Hamer be keeper next game? Nah. I honestly think Nardi needs to come back in. And this is why I say Nardi. As a team, the possession is good. Just need to be clinical with chances. Well, it's just... It's mistakes. That's all it is. I just see mistakes. You know, I wouldn't say we're playing shit. Oh, wow. He's making 4 subs. Jesus Christ. 4 subs are coming on. I would just say it's mistakes at the back, you know. We're not looking attacking, really. I will say that. Alright, Jimmy Dunn clearing the ball. West Brom back on it. Clear it up the field. And it's not a free kick. The referee saying. Kone gets it down. Does well there to Samfield. Kwamu Poku on the ball. Cuts in the box. Well, cuts into the middle, I should say. Varane to Kieran Morgan. And we play it back to Jimmy Dunn. Who did West Brom sub J Guitar? Price came on a Maja. And it was Hegebo coming off and I think Johnson, Alright, we have possession now. We are in charge of possession. Kone on the ball to Sote in the box. Sato back to Madsen, who whips it in! Oh, and Poku just misses the ball on the back post. So unlucky. It wouldn't have counted though anyway. The offside flag went up. Ah, man. It looks like I think Poku might be coming off now anyway. Sanfield looked like he was offside. He touched the ball, he did, so yeah. Right. Varane's coming off for Burrell, I think. So Varane off. Burrell on. Dembele on. Kieran Morgan off. Poku for Dembele. Kieran Morgan for Hayden, I think. And Escudino for Davis. It's about time, to be honest. But are we going to get back into this? It's hard to say. We got just under 20 minutes. Malumbi, is it Malumbi coming on for West Brom as well? We're just under 20 minutes to get a goal out of this. Moat coming off, which is good for us, I would say. Moat's been really good tonight. A lot to do, a lot to work to do in the next 20. I'd say that. But Morgan is off for Hayden. Let's see what Hayden can do. Come on, Hayden. So, I can't see what the formation is at the moment. Alright, Davis is left back. Jimmy and Morris. Hayden's right back, it looks like. Phil drops into midfield, probably. Neil Bradley says who's winning the who's winning the police, everyone who's winning everything plays everything league. Who's winning everything? I'm a bit confused now, I'll be honest. If that's a song that you're trying to sing, I'm a bit confused. I don't know that song, unfortunately. Right. West Brom to cross it in on the corner. Hayden clearing it on the near post. 15 minutes to go. Grant, sorry, whips it in, cleared away. Dembele heading it away again. Burrell was chasing it, but he stopped now. Jacob Tarr says Hayden hasn't too much since rejoining today. Is a good for a goal for him. Fair enough. Common you ask, Wham says. Listen, look, Hayden for me, I'm not worried about the goals in Hayden. I'm more worried about in the sense of making sure he keeps a clean, like good defensive wise ability. That's what he's good at. Right. Madsen on the ball. To Morrison. Jimmy Dunn. What the hell is going on with the passing? And West Brom in here with Price in the box. Whipped in. Hamer's done okay-ish, I guess. But really bad handling there. Davis on the ball to Sato. It's very slippery pitch tonight. Very slippery. Luckily, Paul Smith isn't playing. And Kone lays it off to Sato. Let's try and keep it, you know, the simple passing. Pretty much that. That's it. Simple passing. Take our time, you know, and just wait for the right attack. Saito, this is the problem. We keep giving it away now. Saito giving it away there. Ben Hamer on the ball. Dembele. Oh. Dembele's lost it here, and it's Grant on the ball into the box. Whipped in, and it's good defending there by Samfield, I think it was. Yeah. Niall says who's winning late in May as well. Who's winning? I don't know what you're going on. Wham, lost Smith would be awful in this weather. Niall, I'm very confused what you're saying, honestly. I'm very confused. Right, whipped him. Cleared away, back out wing to Grant, who whips it in again. Jimmy Dunn clearing it. And it's got to go back out to West Brom again. Finley, it's actually not green and white. It's not green and white kit. Sorry, I just realised what you said and I've looked up to see. It's actually pink and black. Right, Hayden to Burrell on the right wing. No free kick. West Brom win it back. Right, intercepted by Jimmy Dunn. Up the field to Burrell. Handball? Nope. West Brom on it still. Alright, cleared away. Controlled by Jimmy Dunn. Into the middle to Madsen. Back to Morrison. My apologies on that one, guys. I should correct that. I'm not a big fan of the pink and black, to be honest. We're using pink and black. Right, whipped in. Cleared away by West Brom. Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Out wide to Hayden. Launches it in the box. Madsen can't get to it. And Davis is on it now. On the left side. Sato. What can Saito do here? Struggling to get past his man. Madsen whips it in. It's a appalling cross yet again. West Brom get it cleared. Pink and black, definitely, yeah. It's definitely pink and black. Alright, 10 minutes to go. And yeah, we're not doing anything here. Yeah, we're using pink and black right now. Oh man. No, it's not a song. I'm saying he's going to win the league. I don't. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I'm confused. Oh, I just want QBR to score another goal. Come on. Oh, come on. We can't end the year with a draw and a loss, man. We went from a good away form to a bad away form, which is bad. Really bad, man, honestly, for us. No, it's not. Someone saying he's going to win the league. Oh, okay. Alright, Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Right, you've said FFS, so it's either West Brom have scored or you're annoyed with something. Right, Saito on the ball. Saito cuts in, whips it into the box. Keeper clears it. It's gone out to Dembele. Dembele on the ball. Plays it back to Hayden, who whips it in. It's not a bad cross, but it's not getting to it. Coney heads it on and plays it back to Davis. Don't worry, Finley. I know that. I know the feeling. Don't worry. I know the feeling, mate. Right. Dembele on the ball now. Whips it in. Absolutely horrendous crossing. No, you don't need to apologise, mate. Listen, look, swearing is okay, but it's only when Elliot is Harvey Elliott is in the chat, which it might be bad. So, yeah. Oh, here you go, West Brom, and it's a terrible shot from Grant there. All right, West Brom, and oh, Vale's coming on. Look at that. Oh, a breath of fresh air. Oh, Madsen's coming off. So Madsen's off for Vale, and West Brom are making Metham on for someone. I don't know who he's coming on, but Harvey Vale coming on. Very good to see. One of my favourite players. Listen, I don't mind. Listen, look, anyone can say anything what they want in the chat. You know, obviously, there's certain distance to certain things. Like, for example, when someone asks to say a certain word, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's you know. I'm hoping Vale scores a rocket of a goal tonight right now. Right. We push it. Oh, he's pushed up the team for an attacking run. And Hamar is cleared up there. And it's gone to field. Jimmy Dunn. Right, we've gone to... Oh my god, Davis, you idiot. Get your bloody right boots on. You've just slipped. Alright, Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Oh, it's given away. What's he doing? Oh, here goes West Brom. Good play there. Oh, he's outdone Jimmy. Can Jimmy do... He's gone out for a goal kick, though. Come on, Harvey. Wham says, Ollie, I'm back out to go for a bath. I'm back out to go for a bath. Fair enough. It does look like we are playing a higher line, Wham says. I don't know if I would say higher line, but you know, he clearly wants to try and get a goal, but I'll be honest, I don't know whether to say it's Julian or whether the players are just tired. Ollie says, I'm back. I went to... Alright, no worries, mate. Don't worries, man. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? I'm so rude. I'm so rude. Sorry, DB. Happy New Year. Don't be silly, mate. Listen, look. It's not even New Year yet, mate. It's not even New Year. You're early. I feel we've left it too late with subs again, Nick says. I think we have. Honestly, I think we have. There's a lot to do. I'm so annoyed that that goal got disallowed. Nick says, yeah. Wham says, I love the pink shirt, but we never seem to play well in it. Because we're really bad. We're really bad in the pink and black because the pink and black is bad. Stan the Man says, no. I hear you, DB. Steve K says. Oh, man. It's not good, man. This is not really good. This... I generally don't know what he's doing. And we go long there. Do you know what? you know, you can always tell if you're a passionate fan. If you want to break something, you know, if you really want to break something, I guess this is so. This is why I know it sounds bad, but this is this was the annoying part of when I had a season ticket at QPR, was that when you watch this, it's like, what the hell am I watching? I don't want to watch this. And here goes Grant in the box. Hamer saves it though. Burrell clears it away, hopefully. Where you enjoy the goal, where we're here enjoying the goal got disallowed. We're on the attack right there. Finley says, yeah, I won't see you anymore. Okay, no worries. Well, hopefully you have a good new year. Hopefully, you have a good new year with your family, yourself, you know, all health and all of that. And hopefully wherever you know, work up to, wherever you work up to next year, hopefully all the positive comes and then you get some good things come to you, man, honestly. Jose Lucas says, where are you from? I am from literally around the corner from QPR. I am technically in between Hammersmith, Shepherd's Bush, and Acton and Chiswick. I'll put it in that. I'll put it like that. But I'm a local West London boy. Alright. Dembele on the ball. Nice, Finny. That's alright. Davis on the ball now. 2 minutes plus added time to go. Sato on the ball. Whips it in. Is it a good ball? No, it's a bad ball because it's gone straight to the keeper's hands. We have to do something now. If something's going to happen, it needs to be now. It's starting to really get on my edgy nerves right now. I'm literally almost going to bite my nails. Tell you that. Wham says West 14. No, I'm... I don't know if I should say my postcode. I might be stalked. Are you trying to stalk me? No, I'm joking. I live 15 minutes from the ground. I'll say that. 15 minutes from the ground. Steve K says, come on you R's. I'm West 12. I'll just say that, West 12. You're lucky I gotta take a train for 2 hours. Flipping heck. What Finley, you you in the Midlands watching this at the stadium. Alright, it's gone long by Price. Oh, a long time ago. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of West 14. I'm not a big fan of West 14. I'll tell you that. I don't like West 14. My job, when I used obviously doing that around West 14, was a nightmare. I hated it completely. You know, Shepherd's Bush area and Holland Park area and all of that, a nightmare. Honestly, a nightmare. 5 minutes at a time. 5 minutes at a time. Stan Man says East Acton. I live around the corner from East Acton. I do. I think everyone's trying to get something out of me right now. Trying to know where I live. 5 minutes injury time. Nick says. I'm SL Slough. Is that Slough? South London. Is it Slough or South London? Right. West Brom on the ball. Oh, they've messed up there. And I said two. I said two there. I don't know if you mean Slough. Right. I thought it was Slough. I thought it was Slough. I thought it was Slough. I thought it would be Slough. Right. West Brom still on the ball. It's going to be a corner to West Brom. And I'd be honest, I think... Oh, Watford have taken the lead. Semedo scoring against Norwich. 1-0 to Watford. I think this is going to be it. It's 3 minutes to go, but we don't look like we're going to do anything. True supporter here. Free kick, West Brom. Jose says, oof, I'm Brazilian and I'm struggling to understand the accent. That's pretty much training for me. Oh my god. Well, I try my best. Hopefully you can understand me a little bit. Hopefully, you know, I don't know what I can do to help it. If you can advise, I might be able to help, but unfortunately I can't speak anything. I struggle to speak English myself, so yeah. John says, what do you think of Julian Stefan up to now? I think he's brilliant, honestly. Even though this result is going bad and obviously like that, I honestly, like I keep saying, I will keep repeating myself, Julian will be the one to get us into the Premier League, I think. Julian is an outstanding head coach, manager. I just honestly think because he's come from France and he's just gotten into this league, I would say he's going to have the same type of season as the Sunderland manager. But I honestly think he needs to have the right players in the club to work with. Obviously, Julian needs to work with, because, you know, a manager can only do well if he has the right ability in the tactics he plays. And I think there's certain players that don't really play his style of football, you know? So, yeah. But for me personally, I think Julian is the best manager we've had since probably Mark Warburton. West Brom are in here, and this could be a goal. Nope, missed. But yeah, I think Julian is the best manager we've had since Mark Warburton. I think he brings a freshness of what we want to do. And I think Christian Nuri, that's why he brought him in, because he works with youth players. He has a good structure of making Ballon d'Or winners, for example. You know, not saying he's going to do it at QPR, but it's a good criteria to have, you know. I like him. I'm a big fan of Julian. You know, that first game kind of showed me exactly what he can do at QPR against Preston. He was very attacking on the day, and I wanted to see that a lot more, but right now we're not seeing that. I'll be honest, right now we're not seeing that whatsoever. So yeah. Wham says, agree, DB Julian is doing the right things. Process is being made. Good to see him getting involved with the fans back versus Leicester, 100%. I think that was the reason why he actually did it, because it was Leicester. I want them to draw. Bassett Mandy says, 2-1 full time. Jay Guitars is leaking it. But yeah, it's pretty much going to be it, I think. Hoofed away by QPR. Last attack, but yeah, full time. Well. So disappointing game today. Not the best result for us. We have finished. Well, I can officially say now we've ended the year in. We have ended the year in the top 10, which is a positive in my opinion. We've ended the year with 24 games, 10 wins, 5 draws, 9 losses. You know, -3 goal difference, which is a bit of a letdown. You know, form in the championship can go up and down. I am not surprised about the result today, just because of the Portsmouth game. I'm no surprise there. I don't know what he's going to do in January. Hopefully, fingers crossed, something happens and we've got some positive news on that. But now, this is the last game of the year of 2025. I can officially say now that January transfer window will be open on Thursday. So we will probably be doing our transfer news back. Our transfer news might be coming back. So big huge like button for that. Smash the like button for that. We'll possibly hopefully get a good information on what we're gonna do in the transfer window. But yeah, let's have a look at the chat before we leave. Nick says, I think is and the club are going in the right direction Rome wasn't built in a day. Wait till next season. I agree. Wham, fingers, toes, everything is crossed for the last minute equalizer. Unfortunately, not. Nick says JS not is. AB terrible. J Guitar disappointed, but we had more possession, but need to be more clinical. Finley says hope you have a good new year. Finley, you too. Wham says brilliant stream as always. DB, thanks mate. No worries, Wham. Nick says we move on. Come on, you ours. Nick Bludemir, cheers DB. Jake Toss, we ended the year in typical QPR fashion. Cheers DB. Listen, look, we've ended the year, in my opinion, in a positive note compared differently to last season where we was, you know. So I give it a 10, not even a 10 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. You know, I can't sit here and say we've been terrible because we've been great, you know. This season we've been brilliant. Honestly, you know, it's a freshness and improvement, and I'm happy to see it, you know, and I'm sure you guys are. If anyone says tonight, Julian, now you're an idiot, honestly, I'm just going to say it. Julian is one of the best head coaches. Christian Nuri is one of the best CEOs, sporting directors, whatever you want to call them, that we've had in a while. You know, the only thing I would say is, I'm not going to mention it, but Lihu's, that's what I'm going to say. But yeah, thank you everyone who tuned in tonight. We've killed the stream tonight. Honestly, we've killed it. 65. Well, we hit about 80 viewers tonight, I think. And we've smashed it with the views we have. So huge shout outs to you guys for tuning in. Much love, much thank you for that. Great end of the year stream. To be honest, I would say. You know, we didn't get the result we wanted. But the positive thing is this. Hopefully, you all have we've had a great Christmas, a great New Year. And we'll be back on New Year's Day. We will with our first stream of the year. We will against who is it against? Who is it against again? Round 25. We go up against Norwich at home. We do. So hopefully be a great game at home. Hopefully we get refreshed now, rest, and we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. But like I said, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We will be live, probably do the match preview. We got match reaction tomorrow, match preview, hopefully after next day after that. And we'll go from there really. So yeah, but thank you for everyone that tuned in this year. Honestly, much out to you guys. I know I keep saying it, but you know, you guys are the ones that, you know, push this channel out. I'm just a host at the end of the day. You know, hopefully exciting things come next year for this channel. But you know, there's going to be challenges on the way. But huge shout out to you guys for tuning in, man. Much love for that. Dale says top stream again, broski. Have a good one, DB, and all until next time. Love all. You too, mate. You too. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, we need to end it there. Honestly, we really need to end it there. But yeah, it's an okay night. You know, disappointing result, but yeah. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and we will catch you tomorrow for our match reaction. Peace, love, positivity. Yeah, get home safe if you're out. Yeah, we'll leave you to it. Enjoy your night. Cheers, boys and girls.